Hey guys, it's A here for noEHinTEAM, your number one source for awesome, and welcome to Maps 101. We're continuing this series today with Cargo. So Cargo is a very interesting map in the fact that it's got some amazing lines of sight, and it uses the typical Treyarch 3 lines of traffic, basically. The unique part about Cargo is the fact that the bins in the middle change, and that will actually alter a lot of the strategies that you use in objective-based game modes. For the most part, Cargo does feature some pretty campy spots, as I'm sure most of you have seen if you've played this level at all. But for the most part, it is a map that I enjoy, and wanted to kind of go over it with you guys and try and help you make some better decisions in some of your strategies when you're playing this map. So first things first, I just wanted to go over the domination points, and as you can see there's the usual Treyarch 3 ways of traffic. Incredible symmetry on this map. However, there are a couple of advantage points which I am going to show you. And so yeah, let's start with the domination. So what we wanted to find out here first was what's the best way of starting domination. Now, if you'll see here, usually what I do when I play this is myself with A-bomb or with AK is one guy will come to the top of this crate and then the guy will run to B. The nice thing about being on the blue side to start things off is you kind of have this campy spot of being able to capture your A flag as well and keep an eye on it. As you can see here, again, the lines of sight are huge, so sniping for me is a must on this level if you're good at sniping. It can really help your teammates capture that B-dom, which is so detrimental to this level. Now, as we move over to the red side, you'll notice that there's not as easy of a camping place for your C flag. Also, these little barrels, kind of a little bit of cover, but definitely the most dangerous spot to stand in this level due to snipers and or just a good shot. You'll notice here that you can't see the B flag right off the bat, so this typically isn't your most strategic place when starting the round. The one thing that me and A-bomb wanted to try and figure out was who had the advantage at the beginning to getting to B first. So we both went extreme conditioning and lightweight, and we discovered this. You actually get there exactly the same time. So there's no real advantage to getting there at the same moment for that B-dom. However, once you do get B-dom, you can camp it like crazy. So there's little campy spots here for your C flag. Again, not tremendously useful. I didn't find a ton of line of sights where I was super happy with. But again, use the barrels to your advantage. And if you're on defense or offense, you can play these to your heart's content. Again, you're wide open here, but if people are stupid enough not to look, you can get some kills. And this middle building, it is hotly contested when you do play domination. For one reason is you've got quite a great view onto that B flag, even when the cargo containers are changing. I've definitely spent time up here just trying to snipe out both the orange side and blue side, where people generally camp to try and get easy kills. But yeah, you're not going to last long in this window if you think you can sit here for a long time. Now, there is a spot that's a little bit more better than that window, and that's definitely going from the bottom side of that building. I like going this way, especially for the very beginning of the round. I like going to the left, and I like checking things out right from here. It offers you plenty of cover on both sides, and especially when all 3 crates are down, your best chance of tackling this thing is to throw some smoke down and just hug a crate. It also tremendously increases your chance of holding B flag when you've got flak jacket on, because as soon as you hear that B flag's contested, grenades come from all sides. So again, as you can see, Cargo is definitely a very well thought out map by Treyarch, just because of the very little amount of cheap spots that you can use. So as I move over here, I'm just going to show you some defensive positions for A flag. Always remember to take out your vehicles before using them as cover. The crossbow does a good job of instantly destroying a vehicle. But yeah, again, the defensive positions for this domination is not that useful, because all the action's for B flag. You can spend the entire round just going back and forth taking B flag. Treyarch does a really good job of making sure there's no choke points. You can get to both sides of something. I really appreciated that about their map design. Alright, now for some advantages. This is demolition, and we've tested this running from both sides. We found a tremendous disadvantage at the beginning if you spawn on what we call blue to getting to the A target to set the charge. It was plenty enough time for someone to actually set the charge. So my best strategy for you, if you're playing defense, is get up on that blue crate and camp it, snipe it. Just try and do your best to cover it, because it's just not fair. Looking over here now, you're spawning on red. Just look how much time you have to, one, get to the crate, and two, possibly set a charge right off the bat. Like if I'm on this side, I'm throwing smoke and I'm at the crate, and you can start setting now, and you look on the other side, that's just an incredible amount of time to be able to set the charge. Now, of course, you want to be prone behind that or duck so that you don't get easily shot from the blue crate. Now, the good news of starting on red for B is that you'll get a little bit more of an advantage. You should be able to set the charge here as well. Not as much time as on the other side, but as you can see there, I had just enough time to be able to at least start the process and hopefully get a charge set right off the bat. Alright, moving over to capture the flag. Not a lot of positions here that will be anything earth-shattering. You just have some cover. There's some barrels that have been placed nicely. There's also a dumpster back here that you can use just in case someone is trying to take it. But you're often left with at least one side of you being completely open. There's not a lot of positions. You can head glitch behind here, which was kind of helpful. There really isn't a lot of defensive positions here that will equate to tons and tons of kills. For the most part, if someone can flank you, they're going to get a pretty decent shot at you. Yeah, again, some barrels hiding when you shoot through them anyways. There's some areas where you can duck, like right here. If someone's going close to the flag, you'll be able to at least duck out of the way and try and get some kills. But yeah, they've just done a tremendous job here making sure that, well, campers never prosper. Well, sometimes they do, but I'd like to think they don't. My best strategy for trying to capture a flag on this one is not to go through the center at all. You choose left or right and just communicate with your teammates. Hopefully they're helpful. And again, guys, if you're playing objective-based game modes, don't just go with the killstreak hungry class setup. Put things in like tactical insertions or smoke. It blows my mind how little people use smoke in objective-based game modes when it is so helpful. So typically it'll be me and A-bomb or AK. We all have a class that's helpful, and nobody else on our team has got smoke or anything really useful of any kind, and they're just going for kills. So PTFO, people. PTFO. Alright, thanks a lot for joining me on Cargo. And if you're wondering where the strategies for Hardpoint is, we've seen enough videos out there already on YouTube. I'll link to a couple there in the description from people like Woodysgamertag and Tmartn so that you can get well educated with that. I just felt it really wasn't worth the time since they're already out there, and I'm sure you guys have seen them. And last but not least today, we have a shout out. Please select that button that's in the middle of the annotation page. Again, if you guys would like shout outs, just please let us know. We'd love to help other channels. So a big shout out today. Again, please visit that link and support the community. And we look forward to you guys tuning in for our next video. Have a good one.